quite an interesting week, of course. It's Let's Be Real, where the conversation will be hot. And the noisiest man is back in the set.
Yeah!
Yes, he's back. Yes,
The
indeed.
noisiest man
Yes.
is the set.
Hey, I was out there looking for dowries. You guys put this pressure on me to get married. Where? Then I ended up finding out that indeed my lady was out here in Mataha. But anyway, we shall discuss that story.
But you-
Yes, in Mataha, that ceremony, that event.
Yeah, but they said marriage is overrated.
Well, it's overrated. But then when you get older, it becomes less overrated.
Marriage
Let's
Bamba
introduce ourselves
Wafala.
then.
Go ahead.
Marriage
Yes.
Bamba Mafala.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's start. Dr.
Dr. C here, the Queen Mother. And the doctor there, by the way, is a
Yes.
veterinary
Queen Mother.
surgeon. Queen Mother, I'm Queen Mother.
Yes.
So these days, you can find me online dishing out advice. And
But you're singing some other songs online.
Did you see the song?
Yes, we did.
Yes, I don't give it anymore.
Oh.
And
You
yes,
don't give what?
Yes, but I'm still a winemaker. An F anymore. I'm still a winemaker and still helping people celebrate life's greatest moments. Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah.
It's peak wedding season. Congratulations to everybody who is getting married this season.
And those who are not also.
And the ones who are not getting married.
Go ahead, Marie.
Yeah, Simon is the only person who are hopeful this year. All of us are taken. Yeah. So anyway, and Maria, okay, let me tell you something. Dr. C is saying that she doesn't give a
An F.
fornication and consent of the king. We learned that is the meaning.
Anymore.
Yeah, it's actually something that I also don't want to do anymore. But also I've had a great week, by the way. This week has been great, even though it's been sad. We lost one of our musicians. That was sad, but it's been a good week. My son also got audacity. He told me that I'm a liar. There's gravity. I can't go to space, so my dreams are not valid. So anyway, I'm happy to be here.
At least your son called you out now.
True.
Called you out.
Yes. And I also even give you my props. Even you look good in this dress for once. I'm
Thank
very
you.
proud of you. This is very nice. This is an upgrade of who you are. I like this. You're
Upgrade?
The lane. The camera should focus on the
Upgrade.
lane.
of who you are. But my name is Simon Says, and I'm going to keep it real with you tonight and every single time you see me right here on these screens. And as we keep it real, CEO has a very interesting top-of-the-line story. Tell me, CEO, what's going on?
Can't see, which see, won't see.
For real?
Yeah. Can't see,
Before you go there, CEO,
Yeah.
see, let's take some time before you have to go that
can't
way.
see, won't see, will not see.
Let's pour some Samantha's wine because the way you're about to take us.
Okay.
Let's go.
I know Dr. C is wondering which is that can't see, won't see.
I know. What's the story?
The story is that Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the president of Uganda, since 1986, let me put it correctly,
Before I was born.
since 1986, before Simon was born,
Imagine.
the president of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the man who wrote a very nice book, Mustard Seed, is having ambitions which are very crazy, irrespective of international laws, that he's like a man who is living on the top floor and he's not using the compound. And this in the reference is saying that the ocean, the Indian Ocean, he should be given a part of Indian Ocean because even if you live in a flat, the shared resource is the compound. So he's saying Indian Ocean should be the shared resource between Kenya and Uganda. So he's saying in future there'll be wars. There will be wars from an 86-year-old.
Guys. And he has the energy to say all that.
And the son, the Cerelac general, the son says that, give me 8 hours to capture Mombasa and the sea. What do you guys say?
Go ahead.
You know, this is an issue, first of all, we should not take lightly. Why? Because this is exactly what happened to you to Ukraine. You know, one morning we woke up and it was like a joke, like Russia has invaded Ukraine. And here we are, how many years later? We all got affected, and it's as if nothing is going on. And this guy just has annexed parts of Ukraine and nobody cares. And, you know, people like these, like really exist. Like Yoweri Museveni, if he wants to invade Kenya. And for me, what worries me is not even Museveni. Yesterday, I saw an article, 5 billion worth of gold has been discovered in Western Kenya.
Kolomani.
Yes, it has always been. In fact, Kolomani is a corrupted name for
Gold
gold.
mine. It's actually
I
called
hear
gold mine.
there's a lot of base titanium in Shimba Hills. Like Kenya is sitting on oil, minerals, and there's been a lot of those articles coming out. And let me tell you, in Africa, these powers that be will not let us enjoy
The fruits.
of our natural resources. My question is, who is behind him? Who is behind him? I would not take it lightly. It's not something to be taken lightly. There's more to that. It sounds like a joke, almost like, how can you do it? But Kenyans, mkae chonjo.
One thing I just want to add is, do you know who I have an issue with? Museveni, he has said so many things. Putting people in fridges, what, freezers. He said so many things.
You think he's hallucinating?
Yeah. But there's one person, the people I'm worried about are our leaders here in Kenya, and the fact that even the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, some person will even come out there and then start defending and saying that indeed, oh, he's just speaking out of turns, he's using metaphors and other colloquial terms, he's not necessarily meaning what he's saying. One thing I would like even our leaders to even know is have some stench of audacity, in the sense that how in the world can you not even stand up, not only for the people who are even captured in Uganda, not even stand up for even within your own boundaries. I want to give, for example, Idi Amin, he tried this. Do you know who stood up with him? Jomo Kenyatta said, "Usijaribu wewe," because he said that indeed Naivasha is the boundary. And he dared, when it happened, narrative change. We need to have leaders who actually have some sense of audacity. This nonsense of trying to be politically correct, and there's nothing actually standing up and saying that indeed, first of all, respect, of course, the guidelines that are actually internationally even recognized. At the same time, even speak with audacity in saying that you're the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to Kenya. All right? You're not even, why are you trying to give us interpretations of someone else, even Museveni out here? Why do you even care about him? We care about you. Speak on behalf of Kenyans. And even going further, the fact that this particular even leader of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs would come and say, oh, giving excuses. Do you know what that's kind of like? Is that, for example, someone coming and then saying to your wife and then saying that indeed, hey, I like your wife and I want her, she's not mine. Then now you, there in your face, you know, Simon is just joking. Nonsense. Your wife will even look at you like as if you're even a castrated man in public and you have no voice out here. And that's the way even I'm looking at some of our leaders. They sound very castrated. They lack any depth. They lack any laughter. Stand on something and be firm. Come on.
Oh, Simon, yay! Welcome back, Simon.
It's true.
Actually, I agree with Dr. C that you've said we should not take it lightly, because if leaders have the audacity or the courage to claim something that they shouldn't, like a boundary, like an ocean, that should, what is to say that another leader would not come and right now will never have even that enjoying of our own land.
Yes.
So we need to enjoy our own land by ensuring that even the leaders respect the fact that it is the land of the people. What I'm not happy about is I wish we would not ignore and say, let's wait and see. It would be like you've said it. No. Pause there. We are supposed to defend it as early as possible so that it will not be a narrative of we waited and all that, and then you hear that we don't have anyone to defend us, and he's actually thinking of, okay, his son said 8 hours.
Give me 8 hours.
Only 8. So we should have spoken by the second hour.
Do we still own Migingo?
No, it's...
No. You will answer us. You're the one who knows. Do we own Migingo?
We don't own Migingo because of the Kenyan government.
Drink, sips wine.
Oh my God. We
the
don't
question-
own Migingo.
We don't, because the
Akimi
Ugandan
nitakunywa tu.
flag is there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, and I think what I'll pick it from where Simon has left it is that first of all, Musalia Mudavadi is like a wheelbarrow. Wherever you leave him is where you'll get it tomorrow. Musalia Mudavadi is like a wheelbarrow.
Ouch!
If you leave it outside to sleep there, the wheelbarrow, you'll find it there the next day. Because he's the most colorless foreign minister we've ever had.
Still.
I had an
He's
interview.
the foreign minister.
Yes, I had I had an interview with Bob Njagi, my friend, and Nicholas Oyo on Wednesday. They came to Standard Group, and we had a conversation on my radio show. And it took the powers of Uhuru Kenyatta, the former fourth president, to get them released. Yet the Ministry of Foreign Affairs could not do anything. And I will tell you, for the last 1 year, Kenyans have suffered in the hands of in the foreign soil, but the Minister of Foreign Affairs have never stood up for Kenyans. And whose job it is? It is Musalia Mudavadi's job. That's why I'm calling him a wheelbarrow. And actually he's in wheelbarrow movement anyway, so it doesn't matter. So he's wherever he is. He can sleep there wherever he wants. He can be a prime minister who sleeps as he wants. That's your business. Just keep sleeping, Mudavadi. You cannot, you are so knee-jerk. Away from that, the thing I wanted to say is that in 1980s, the Somali Republic tried this nonsense with us. And the Shifter War erupted. The former president, Daniel Arap Moi, dealt with them mercilessly. The Shifter War, the Somali thought that they can push their boundary into Kenya. They met something they've never seen. In 1977, Tanzania tried to joke with us. And we told them we cannot kneel down for you. Jomo Kenyatta told them we can't kneel down to Tanzania. You can go. And if you heard that saying when Nyerere called us man eat man society, and Njonjo replied, you are man eat nothing society.
True.
That's where the statement came from. So these countries have always tried their luck with us, but they don't have one militarily. They are not good as us. They are not developed as us. In fact, we should move out of East African community.
Yeah, they're just leeching us.
They are leeching us. We should move out. If they're thinking Tanzania doesn't even pay their dues, we can actually get out of that East African community.
But we need them because we trade with them.
No, but our trade is also imbalanced still.
Right now.
Yes, yeah.
Like, no, we are trading more with them.
Yeah, we are trading, but remember that if we cut, they suffer more still. You see, Tanzania has always, and Uganda, they always say that. That's why Museveni is saying, oh, I need my railway to go, or I need my sea. And the fact of the matter is, Uganda cannot survive without Kenya.
Yeah, because of the port of entry.
Yes, they cannot survive.
But they can survive with Dar es Salaam. It's
too far. The costs go high than anything else. The products, when they reach their country, they will not be the manageable prices for them.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so it's easier for them to use Kenya because it's a shorter route, it's faster, it is not congested.
Anyway.
That's true.
So what I want to try to say is that Museveni, and if you think that you can annex Kenya or fight, there is no single day. In 1985, the police were sent and whipped people in Busia from Kenya. President Moi, when someone also tried that nonsense in 85. And before that, Jomo Kenyatta, what Simon said, told Amin, if you think that that boundary is in Naivasha, we'll teach you. And let me tell you, there's no one who would want Uganda to expand to Kenya, because the moment Museveni allows that to happen, there are some tribes who will change the equation of the voting blocks, the TESO.
They'll vote for him?
No, they'll vote him out, because there are more TESOs in Kenya.
But are there any credible elections in Uganda to talk of?
There are no credible elections, but when Kenyans move there, that's why they arrested these other Kenyans. They'll change the other people there and make them be more proactive.
True. Yeah.
And moving.
It's crazy.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
So I can't even believe we've talked about Yoweri Museveni for all this long. Me, it's just one of those people who don't exist. I'm sorry, like he doesn't.
You just don't give a
Anyway, on a lighter note, actually, this week of note, there was one lawyer, my friend Donald Kipkorir, who got this 1 million for not being allowed in the club, Muthaiga Club. Yeah. And he's giving the money he got for cancer. But the reason I mention him is because I know he once sued somebody who came to build a house in front of him because he couldn't see I think, was it like Naivasha or something? And he won.
Interesting.
He actually won. There's such a thing as obstruction. So,
Wow.
There is,
if
there
Museveni
is.
wants to see the ocean and the sea,
Yeah.
there's that. Anyway, talking of obstruction, a TikToker
Uh-oh.
in some state in the U.S.
North Carolina, I think, right?
Sorry?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yes, has actually been ordered to pay 1.5 or 1.7 million dollars
Oh.
to the wife of she was a side chick, and she's been ordered to pay. The court has ordered her to pay that money for disrupting this marriage and for making her. It's called loss of affection. That's what they call it.
And emotional distress.
And emotional distress.
Yes, that's the term.
Yes. And so this is a topic that has been very, in fact, I'm doing like a 6-part series. I've been studying something called the side chick economy.
Nice. Tell me more.
And yeah, in the sense that there is another shadow economy that actually exists outside a formal marriage that you have agreed on. You know, in Kenya and even maybe all over the world, the side chicks, concubines, all these people you call them, who find this woman or this man, but in this case we're talking about a man and a woman. So this woman finds this man is actually married in a legal marriage. So you get involved in something that is so illegal, like illegal. And when you look at it, I've just been looking at the money that is lost. And also, may I remind you, this week there was George Eshiwani, you covered it in the Standard newspaper. His wealth is still being discussed. Our former President Kibaki, his wealth is still being discussed because of these side chicks. And these other people who exist outside these legally constituted something, they engage in some illegal something. It's illegal. If somebody is, yes, it's illegal.
It's illegal to cheat on your spouse?
Yes.
On what basis?
Because legally you're already married.
Yeah.
Or you are
Actually, it's a
legally
ground for
committed
divorce.
and you have promised. So
Yeah.
anything outside of that, that's why they call it legal. Anything outside of that is illegal. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Yes, I think this is good, even though that judgment was issued on a very old, almost really old archaic law, where you can actually sue the other person for interfering with your marriage. But in Kenya, a lot of people don't actually know that you can actually sue and get reparations. Yes.
If you feel
What you need to do you cannot sue them directly, but you can enjoin them as co-correspondents in this case. And so you said that, by the way, that's what I want to do. I'm actually putting together this series in the sense that a lot of women or everybody else, they just get involved in the drama around it. Oh, how could he cheat? Look at her, she's not even, and yet you're actually being disenfranchised. So if you can prove to the court, this person knew very well this is legal, they got involved in an illegal conversation and illegal acts, number one. Number two, they made you dissolve this union. And because of that, you incurred this cost.
I see.
And if you can prove the emotional damage, akiwa side chicks, na nyinyi ma concubines, mutalipa.
Maria, as a...
First of all, thank you for educating me about the law. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Now I know I can sue you, so if you're eyeing my husband, just know I'll go to court. But that's besides the point. Let me say something.
Say it.
Simon, the way you are shocked that it's illegal to cheat.
It's not.
It actually is, because that is one ground for divorce is adultery.
You break the law every day then.
And that's the point. That's why I'm telling you. Now I know I can sue. Now
illegal.
I know I can be, because you know the one thing that we don't look at is like this is what I always say. I build wealth with you. Then you have someone who is coming to enjoy my wealth.
Whose wealth?
Whose wealth?
My wealth.
Why you say
My wealth.
yours,
It's
man?
my wealth.
When did it become
There's
yours?
a
Because I
value,
build
there's
it with
value.
you. And you see,
When
when
did
we
it
get
become
married,
yours?
we co-own everything.
It's not yours
Now,
alone.
I am here co-owning with you while you are adding a third party to our wealth. Remember, now you are dividing it by
We'll
3.
give
and
you
then-
that
And
wealth
then
and marry
spoiling
the
the
other girl.
generational wealth, disenfranchising
What
the
about
whole
your
generation
kids?
and children.
I am here trying to safeguard this. We need a dynasty from this marriage.
Nice.
Yes.
And you are
know-
here cheating, and then that lady getting
This-
audacity and eating my. I don't know why
This is
that
a
eating my
simple
money
thing.
hurts.
What's simple?
This is very simple.
Simple.
The issue is this. The issue clearly is that ladies don't know how to be proper side chicks. And let me even break it down.
Yeah,
in very simple
teach
thing.
them.
Ladies need to learn how to be proper side chicks.
Yeah,
and
you
they're
do. As
not
long
very
as they
good
don't
at it.
use my money, I'm
And
okay.
here- no, let me break it down for you. Ladies, this is how you become a proper side chick. Number one, when you overstep your actual thing, your role as a side chick, you lose the benefits of actually being a side chick.
What are the
Then you get
benefits of being a side
The
chick?
benefits are you don't get my constant me bugging you and everything about my issues. No, but you get there. There's Samantha wine every now and then. Cheers to that. And at the same time, you get
He's not
there,
getting it.
payments and everything. And the other thing is this: when it comes to side chick issues, even maybe you should include this in your curriculum. Is that how to be a proper side chick so you can actually flourish within the side chick economy? And this is how you can actually even do this. One, when you know your place, you don't emotionally overstep. And when you don't emotionally overstep, you maintain a healthy balance in which you stay in your side chick lane, and the main actually even knows her lane, and she never even gets you in a place in which you guys interact, even know each other, or even clash. The clash happens when you decide oversteps your boundary. When you overstep your boundary, that is now when it becomes an issue. And the other thing is also this: never feel entitled to anything as a side except for what is given to you, because accept the bare minimum, because that is what you are. And that's what
Your
it is.
bare minimum.
And that is
Yeah.
that's the truth. And you should know it. If you want it, because the false primitive that a lot of ladies have is, I deserve it all. No, you don't. You deserve what you are actually going to be given and what you actually even give to. If you do not, don't think that the fact that a lot of ladies think that they deserve it all is what makes them want to overstep the boundary. And that is now where you will lose the benefits of being a side chick. So please include that maybe in section 3, part 1
No.
of actually now knowing how to
actually,
benefit
let
from
me
the
say
side chick
something.
chronicles.
Let me-
And that is very important.
No.
CEO,
Let me,
as we discussed
CEO,
this in
before that,
between.
let me say something. Let me say something. First of all, they don't have boundaries. Which boundaries are they coming to?
Ooh.
Second is, how can I be a side chick and be a bare minimum?
You will.
No. So they are you trying to make them comfortable is wrong. Side chicks are not supposed to be comfortable. They're supposed to find their own and build their own.
No.
They're not supposed to be coming and then have boundaries. Within my life, you
Oh,
have
and
your boundaries.
Unfortunately, they do, and that's why it's such a problem.
Yeah.
The problem about this is the secrecy behind
secrecy.
it. That you actually don't know. By the side chicks is not the problem.
Yeah.
It's just the secrecy this thing brings, yeah, and the dishonesty that it brings, and the seepage of you're there, you're trying to build a home, you're trying to be honest, and somebody is engaging in some illegal something that is so amorphous out there. And by the way, if African countries are to put actually a GDP value on it, it's really a lot of money that is just in shadow accounts, shadow homes, shadow things, so that when the man actually dies, it is the main family that is disenfranchised.
See?
And unfortunately, side chicks know.
Yeah, they know.
They are getting assets, they are getting all these things.
Side chicks are here to stay.
Amen.
Let them stay.
What do you mean?
We like them. Who wants side chicks out? In the Bible, Abraham had Hagar. Jacob had 6 other women.
Hagar was not a side chick.
Yes.
She
Those
was a
people
side
had
chick.
land. see.
Concubine,
God.
Solomon. No.
Even side chicks have land.
Side
But
chicks
it
have been
depends
there.
on what kind of marriage they were in.
Listen, and I want to tell you, in Africa, there are different type of marriages. If you follow Dr. C, she's talking about Christian marriage. If you follow myself, African marriage, you can marry as many women as your society deserves. Keep your side chicks. ladies
No,
and
no,
gentlemen.
Marry the woman.
And keep your side
No,
chicks.
leave the
Amen.
side chick
Just-
alone.
And side chicks know their role.
And side chicks know their
the
role.
professional ones
Don't
are quiet.
interfere in the other woman's
Yep.
life. Women, if you are a side chick, do not feel threatened.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Marry,
appreciate you.
CEO, today I support you in polygamy. You can have your polygamy, but stop hiding it.
You know,
so that I can know where the money
Yes,
is going. I need to know where the money is.
Yes, so you know what? By the way, I agree with you.
Yes.
You're selfish.
Even when you look at
Even
what is a marriage and
Yeah.
a legally recognized
marriage.
marriage, yeah,
He's a Christian.
I have no problem with polygamy.
Yeah.
We live in Africa and we have to recognize the part of culture and polygamy,
Yes.
polygamy as a backdrop. With polygamy, every wife knows. There's even a
Yes.
pecking order. The problem is with side chicks is shadow. No
But-
one knows. They're
but
I
hiding.
need to know who
If
you
you
are
are in a-
sleeping with.
Very simple.
We are not
But
saying you
see,
don't marry many
even
wives.
this story that you've just mentioned right
Yes.
here, this story that you just mentioned, not only did the side chick even was very bold about it, the side chick even boldly even said, I came to take your husband. So even I'm telling you now,
That's
they did.
distress.
Yes, now that's what
That's a
I'm telling
problem.
you. That's now she overstepped.
Stepped.
1.7
And that's now
million
the
was
issue.
That's the issue.
Yes, that's the issue.
Oh,
And
what
I'm now
about
putting it at
the
that.
governor or the senator who went and he was spraying water in I don't know
No,
whose
that's
house?
overstepping.
Yes.
And that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. If you overstep,
That's the issue.
that's an issue.
As long as a man is keeping a secret of another woman, they are already overstepping in the wealth, in the family, in the home, and everything.
Which wealth?
Just today, I've allowed you to do polygamy, CEO. You should be proud. You should be happy right now and say, but
the law
polygamy
allows.
is yes, polygamy is better. I've never
depending.
allowed CEO. This
and
is
you
the
know-
only day I'm allowing him because I would rather
You're
that
saying
woman
allow,
I know
You're saying allow as
than
if
a
you're the
side
one with the
chick.
power. You're saying
I
allow
have,
as if you're the
CEO,
one with
I
the
have the power today. Today I have the power.
Like, we go
Let's
to
go for a
Maria.
break.
So
Number
I
one.
need your license.
Please, let's take a short break. We'll be right back on Let's Be Real.
Sip some wine for a change. And welcome back to Let's Be Real to all my side chicks and my side brothers. This is Let's Be Real. We're going to keep it real with you on our conversations. And right here, Maria has a very interesting topic that she wants to chop down and let us know. Go ahead, tell us.
Okay, first of all, I will start with my condolences to the musician empire, the children who lost their mother, the family, and everyone who knew and loved Betty Bayo so dearly. May she rest in peace, and may the family find peace. It is well. Now, on that note, I am going to flip it to our own Pastor Kanyari. Pastor Kanyari is, as you all know, is the ex to Betty Bayo. After the scandal of 310, it came out that they were, actually I knew they were married after 310. That's when it came.
The money that he was asking for
For the miracles.
Yeah,
The
offering. You never knew
the price of the miracles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So yeah, so when Bayo died, we saw them in KNH, all of them. They had gone to mourn Bayo, and Betty Bayo is married to a certain guy known as Tash, and they are blessed with, Betty Bayo and Kanyari were blessed with 2 kids. And then after leaving Kanyari, she got married to a guy named Tash, legally, and they've been together for years. So
And they
now
have children.
they don't have children. Okay. So right now that Betty died, Kanyari was seen. Okay, Kanyari is the only person who has been giving us information more than the media, by the way, because he's on TikTok live 24/7 showing us that, even when he's crying. And so the public was saying Kanyari is actually chasing clout, because actually the widower, is it the
Widower.
widower? The widower is not on camera. He's consoling the kids. He's there arranging things, and he's all that. Before that, just let's also not forget Kanyari Kawera Nyamkamodho story, whereby he's parading himself, doing all sorts of things that fathers should not be doing. But right now he was crying, and people are saying he's chasing clout. And he comes out and asks if he doesn't, he's not allowed, or he doesn't have a right to mourn Bayo. So, on this I will ask, is he mourning the right way, or is he really chasing clout?
What is the right way to mourn? What a question.
Go ahead.
You cannot mourn on camera. You cannot.
Who said?
You can.
Who said? Like, oh my gosh. You can mourn whichever way you want to mourn, the way you want to. In fact, in the African culture, except, okay, Kanyari sounds like a Kikuyu name, so it's a little bit. From where I come from, you arrive, you wail and publicly express that you wailed the most. Sifa zitaenda, so and so really cried for so and showed the most. You understand? And we saw it when Baba died. There was public expression of, okay, not really, but yeah, in terms of, yes, there was public, not showing off. For a lot of people like us, really, we were so affected. But in many African cultures, it's like that. The other thing, so you guys know Kanyari of social media. He's a product of social media. If he would have kept quiet, hata mngesema, kwanza isijui alifanya nini, maybe he poisoned. You would have been saying a lot of things. So there is no right or wrong way to mourn. People mourn in the way that they mourn. Someone asked me earlier on, is it the right time? Is there a time limit when people should mourn? Even the Bible says there's a time for everything. To be born, to harvest, to die, to mourn. There's a time for everything. And that time, you define it yourself. From where I sit, there's no right or wrong way. You know, Pastor Kanyari, kwanza you'll tell me about that 310 thing. I've never heard of it. I've never met this Kanyari person. I've never met him. I know of him. And how do I know of him? Through social media. How will I know his mourning? His wife, he was even married to Betty Bayo. Betty Bayo, she was not a small person. Yeah, you must associate. So,
you see what Dr. is saying. It's association.
Not really. Everyone knows. Lakini mtajuaje yeye ndiye alikuwa bwana?
Hakuwa bwana, alikuwa shaachwa miaka mingi.
Lakini mtajuaje paka mjue?
That's
okay.
You know,
he's a product of social media, right?
Let me go first. Let me go before Simon you go. Let me say something. What I'm not happy about is, first of all, yes, you're doing all that. Remember, you had children with this lady.
You mean Betty Bayo?
Yes. He had children with Betty Bayo. Kanyari is not seen anywhere in the morning, whatever, like everywhere where people, like even the gatherings, no. Even consoling the children, no. Nothing of the sort.
Because we don't know what's going on. Pengine amepewa embargo.
The problem with...
It's called an embargo.
No, the point is this. Now, this is the problem. Okay, you cannot be given an embargo with the one that is public in Thika. That is so public. That one, which embargo can he be given? The point is this. We never saw him like the way he's trying to portray that. And having his own book in his church for people to come and sign. That one did not look well with me. Me, what I'm saying is this. You are allowed to mourn. But can you not be 24 hours on TikTok screaming? Can you not be? No, you are not supposed to be. I feel like this is pure clout, and it has been pure clout from the beginning. What Kanyari has been doing before this is it's not something that you even want to imagine. Like those two girls who are fighting for him all the time and dancing for him and all that, that's not actually a good example a father should have. Me, I'm not judging him as a person who has lost someone. And I know Kanyari has lost someone. Because if there's anyone Kanyari has lost, is the mother of his children. And that is big. That's a big deal. Because for him, I know there's the pain of how will my children be, knowing very well that these kids were raised by their mother, they were doing okay, their life was centered very well. He has the right to mourn. That is the right that nobody should take from him. But if he's truly mourning, that is not the right way to mourn.
I think, you know, the thing is, when it comes to a lot of funerals and everything, the family is usually the ones who are usually quiet, the people who actually care. In the moment, you people are usually quiet, because you are caught up in the preparation of things, in the organization of
Confusion.
things. The people are usually wailing are usually the external people. It's never usually the family. The family usually is a little bit quiet because they're busy, focused on it. The biggest mourning whenever you lose someone is when everybody is gone. That's when it really hits. It hits because you realize that indeed the space that this individual actually occupied within my life is not there anymore, and that's when you feel the vacancy, and that's when you feel the emptiness, in which now, after now, all the noise is gone. Especially when there's condolences and all those other things when people come to your house, there's so much noise around that the family is too busy to actually now sit down and wail and scream. They're not usually like that. But when now everybody's gone, that's when the pain of loss really hits a family. Another thing is this. There's some exes that are not worth crying for. And it's not always that you actually have to wail. There's some people who are actually not worth crying for. And when sometimes you may see that an ex of yours, even if they're crying for you, that means that indeed this person was maybe somewhat of content. And that means that said a lot even about, but because even me, I know, if I was to die, that some of my exes would not even cry for me. Because they know indeed I'm a villain in their life. And it's okay for me being a villain in someone's life. And you should also be okay being a villain in someone's life. And the main thing is this, also recognizing the role that you had to play in someone else's life. And people will always look in instances, for example, the church, there's always the over-exaggerator or worship person who wants to now hit all the high notes. Then there's always the person who always wants to overextend the speaking in tongues. Then there's always the other person who wants to even do the worm and then now saying that they are being touched by the Holy Ghost. The same also, there are people who are very performative. And he's a very emotive guy. I always have a problem when a guy is very emotive and he wants to express it out there in public for received now in any way, like show a sense that I indeed did show I cared more about this individual than any other person. If that is his intention, that is absurd foolishness and that is absurd recklessness. But this is behavior that's duplicated a lot of times when you see, because the people who mourn the most whenever they lose someone are the people who are left after all the noise is gone, to the condolences, the mashakayas, and all the visitations have stopped, and then everybody is gone, and then you feel that then that actual blank space is there. That is when you actually feel the emptiness, and the true mourning actually begins then. And that is the truth, because I know it personally, even after losing even 2 moms to cancer, I know personally it was the moment in which people have actually left, and then now I felt the emptiness and the gap that indeed this person is no longer here with me, and the gap that they have left is truly there.
And I think, Simon, you've captured it very well. And I know Betty Bayo pretty well, because in one of my charity events, which I've been doing with the Ahadi Trust, Betty Bayo was with me in Ugenya, not once, not twice, and we shared a lot. And I know her journey, her story, and she's a humble, wonderful woman, because number one, remember she dropped out of school, became a maid for 2 years, looked for money and went and cleared school on her own. Wow. So that's resilience. Is someone who has had an ambition, unmatched ambition. Her home is here in the Banana, near my hometown in Limuru. So from Banana, she grew up and then dropped out of school because of lack of fees and money, worked as a housemaid for 2 years, went back to school, saved the money, cleared until Form 4, came to Nairobi, started singing and doing her things. And you can see she was a very humble person throughout. And even now, that's why I remember when she was with Shiro, a GP, and she was unwell, she asked Shiro people not to take her photos in her lowest moment. And if you've not seen her photos of her lowest moment, she said, please let no one take my photos the way I look. She was someone who really cared about herself. And you could see that she fell into wrong hands. And there are women who fall into wrong hands. And
like
Kanyari
was
is a wrong hand.
I'm sorry.
There are people who fall, good people, good women who fall into wrong hands of men. And that's what happened, because she came to Nairobi, found herself in a church. This church is being led by Reverend Nduta, Kanyari's mother, who was actually accused.
Nduta?
Reverend Nduta was Kanyari's
Another
mother.
scandalous person.
And remember, she was jailed for selling fake HIV/AIDS drugs.
Oh.
Remember, Kanyari grew up in Oloitoktok, and was Kanyari used to be the worst person in Oloitoktok. The boys who used to hang out with him will tell you, when they saw him on TV preaching, they will tell you they were so shocked. This guy is a pastor.
It's like
You know, the hood guy who you know is the most reckless guy in town. The next day is a pastor.
Don't try to be Simon.
And then remember, the mother used to work to Kenya Women Finance Trust. She was chased.
KWFT.
She formed a church, which was also a fake church. Jailed. Kanyari took over 310, another scandal. The younger sister of Kanyari was killed in an Airbnb. So that family has had a string of misfortunes.
They should do a Joey.
A string of misfortunes following them. So Betty fell into wrong hands. And when she realized this is not the person I was marrying, she left. And that time she had 2 kids and met this wonderful man called Tash, who's been with her for these 2 or many years. But now she passes on. And the problem I have is that she passed on because they couldn't raise 260,000 and the hospital couldn't let her in for that, so that they start that deposit to start the treatment. So Betty Bio died because hospitals, and we have to call those hospitals out, because someone's life is in danger and you'd refuse to treat her because of 260,000 deposit until she passes on. Because it's at night, they can't raise that money, and instead of just treating the person and tomorrow asking for the money.
Which hospital was this?
KNH and AAR.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a problem.
These are real issues that are actually
Those
happening.
are real issues. Which
That
There are real
happening.
issues, eh?
Yeah.
But when, anyway, you finish first.
So now, my problem is that the hospitals have to take the blame for that. Kanyari, I do not like talking about Kanyari that much because I find him as a comedian. He's someone who just does his thing because he wants people to see that he's doing something. There are people like that who perform. They're performing to be seen, and Kanyari is just performing. If he was interested in the welfare of those kids or the wife, he would have been more involved and in their lives all through. But my question would be that now the woman has passed on. Is the role of stepfathers is a bigger issue here now.
Yeah.
Actually, there's
The wife
It's gone.
is gone. You are remaining with a legacy. The kids are not yours. The father would want the kids. You have to go to the Children's Act to see whether, as a father, stepfather, will you remain with the kids, or you go to a court of law to determine who now owns the kids.
Wow.
So the role of a stepfather, and this man Tash is, I feel for him, because you've dedicated all your life caring for these kids, caring for your wife, then your wife dies at a very tender age. And then the father of the kids now checks in.
actually he's
And now mourning more than you,
and claiming the kids.
and claiming the kids are his. Not claiming, the kids are his.
No, it's more like we are mourning. Why are you
So-
on camera saying
so
my
now-
kids?
Now the
Tash
question
will
I
visit.
have is that to many men out there who are stepfathers, this is a defining moment for the role of a stepfather.
Be well aware.
Especially when you do not have a blended family, where you are the only father and this woman has kids from a previous relationship, and you've taken them as your kids, and the other man checks in. How now do we deal with this scenario? Because
He should have adopted.
He actually, there's news, I'm hearing the news that Tash actually, when they were with Betty, this man actually adopted the kids.
Then he cannot go
So
back.
the man
the
said,
law.
I think that's where Kanyari is shouting, because the man said, I am not giving him the kids.
that's,
Then Kanyari started saying, wezi katalia mbegu yangu. Yeah. Now
see, that
Kanyari is
becomes
louder.
tricky.
that's what I'm saying. The role of a
Because of that.
stepfather is. You see,
But
my
if,
question-
if he's legally adopted those children, you know, the law is also very sensitive to what the children, what's good
and
for
what
the
the
children.
children want.
Yes, what the children want and
Remember,
what's
this
good
man
for the
doesn't stay
children.
here. Also,
Oh.
this man stays in America. You know, we have to be very.
wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's complicated.
becomes
I hope they can
tricky.
agree.
It's so tricky.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, this man called Tash, he's a wonderful man, but he's remaining with legacy
What's going to
of
happen
her.
here?
My wife was a decent woman. I married her. We lived a good life.
And then now what's going to happen to these kids now?
And then now there's a kid here. But this is a bigger conversation. The bigger conversation, guys, we should be having is what
Stepfathers.
role of a stepfather from this.
That is so true.
The law.
And another
The law, but also I hope they can sit
and have
and
this.
agree.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
because these kids have had Tash raise them, stay with them, love them and all that. It will be very unfair for them to just go to their biological father who was a weekend visit. And like this one who at least like who parent. Actually, Kanyari admitted
Did Kanyari
that
give
even
up the
discipline.
children?
Huh?
Did he give up the children at one point?
The kids have been with their mother.
Yeah, but you know, for you to adopt,
Yes,
for you to adopt,
There's a level of
papers. You
negotiation.
know,
There's a level.
the adoption law in Kenya
It's very.
is so tough, like people don't understand. Like, you know, sometimes as Kenyans we sit and we just think, maybe if the hospitals are not working, maybe it's laissez faire. You know, the other day my daughter was they were going out of the country for a school trip. And I was so shocked how strict the government is. You must go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, check, leave details of the children who are traveling without the parents. And when they come back, you have to go and take back the passports. Before, like, it is so strict. The children's law in this country, if the law just flexes the muscle, you will be shocked how strict it is.
But I hope the law also sees the welfare of the children.
Yes, it does.
Because if it sees the welfare of the children, it will know, are you a fit parent to actually take care of that child?
Speaking of...
I am sorry to say this, but it is true. For me as Maria, I am not the one to make the decisions or to make the choice, but I will say this for sure. According to the behaviors of the biological father.
You don't judge people by behavior.
I don't see, no.
Yes, you can.
You can. You can.
You
See,
can. Behavior is everything.
You are raising a daughter. She's a teenager.
But then now, Maria, there's also some other behaviors that we also need to judge here. Have you not seen all those ladies in Matara Festival who are just going around everywhere and then are leaving no men, all these men behind? That's actually what's going on. Even now, ladies, people even complaining and wondering, like, there's no men even in these events. And then now those are some behaviors that even people are actually now saying that indeed, maybe even women are leaving their kids at home and then not actually now taking care of their kids because they're busy where? At
in
festivals and all the other things, just drinking what? There's a man that's wines and then coming back and saying, honey, I'm home. And then now, food, there's nothing. What do you guys have to say about that?
Why are you reducing us to house chores and babies? Like, why are you reducing us to house chores and babies?
Easy.
When we go out to have fun, the question you are asking in your heads is, where are the house chores? We left them with you. That's why you're not in that event. We went to the events because we left them with you. But we know very well.
Go ahead.
We know this for sure that it's not like you're not in the events. Because it's not like you're
but being honest, that event, if I can speak firmly, Matara Festival was 80% women. The previous one was even worse. I heard it was even 90. And these are facts. 90%.
What is Matara? Like, what is the context of this event?
Gosh, I was told the meaning. I can't remember, but I'll come back to you on that.
It's a cultural event.
Yes, it's a cultural, Kikuyu, specific Kikuyu. But even events, even when it comes to even normal festivals and events, it's a majority of women. Like, even if it comes close, 60% women, like or even 70, it usually ranges there. It's usually more women than men usually at these festivals.
Now, wait first, before you say something, can I ask you something? Are men becoming such cowards that they have to hide from events because they've cheated so much? They are scared that if they come to those events, they'll find 3 or 4 of their side chicks.
You want to hear my story?
Because I feel like that's the point. You are so scared of showing up in events because you know you've slept around town. Let me be honest with you. Those events are not only girls because of that, because you people are innocent. They actually could be only girls because you people are too guilty. Either you are hiding or we have plans for later because now you know I will be there with my friends and you've slept with half of them.
Oh, you admit that men have a conscience. You really think that we're that guilty? Go ahead, Dr. C.
So, number one, I think so that for men, number one is that we've like everywhere you open social media, we are, even on this show, the beauty of our money is how big your bank account is.
Exactly.
So I think the men are growing up so sensibly. They're being so responsible with their money that going out and actually enjoying some of these things when they have other cheaper alternatives is a problem. And I'll tell you, you know, every morning you wake up, excise duty has gone up. Excise duty has gone up. You think it's only the people, brewers like me, who get affected. No, all of you will get affected. And let me tell you something. One of the things people do when they're out there is drink. It is the one thing. So have you noticed when you go even to a restaurant, you go even to an event, nobody's selling wine by the glass or alcohol by the glass. You buy the whole bottle. Everything is being bought by a bottle. So I saw somebody do an analysis. If you're going to go out, and it's true, minimum expenditure is about 15,000. The ticket for the event is high. even whatever you need for enjoyment is really high. And also, a couple of people are citing the economy. So because as a man, you know that, I need, yes, so you need to pay rent, you need, the responsibilities on a man are actually coming much more earlier than for the girls, which is the wrong way to look at it. All the girls are expecting, the social media is full. If your man is not buying for you this, if he's not doing this for you, what are you doing with him? Why are you with a man? If he's not facilitating your life. Why are you
taking selfies with a poor person?
If he's not, yeah. So now, by the way, so a lot of these social events have just become very impersonable. Ouch. In the sense that girls are there to take selfies and post, to just do curated photo shoots. And so it's about showing who is buying the most expensive wine, or who is buying the most expensive, who is driving the... So the men are just like, you know what? There are other cheaper alternatives.
Let me give you a practical twist. It's a little bit of what you've said, but let me give it more practical. Here's the truth of it all. Festivals and other main events, the reason why you may see a reduction of men is because it's primarily targeted to women. Look at the things that they are actually now speaking about. Taking the selfies, taking a lot of content and posting about it. Indeed, I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying good things. I'm in an aesthetically pleasing place. Those are things that draw in a lot of women. And the assumption that a lot of these event organizers think that, see, they're women, men will come. No. There's no strategic planning of even attracting the men. Is not necessarily advertised to us. You have to remember that these things are primarily advertised to women in a way that it will actually be put in a place that it will be somewhere where you can actually show that you're in a nice place and you're having a good time. Those are things that attract women. And the one key thing is this: in that 15K budget, you forgot one key thing is outfit. You think me, I'm going to buy another whole new outfit for a Kakaliruka event. Hapana, me, I'm going to just see me this way, 20. That's literally what it is. But you see now, giving women the opportunity of dressing up, looking good, feeling pretty, this all feeds into the women's ego. And then now, these are all very women and feminine oriented ego boosters. That's why you would see a lot more women in these events is advertised for such. You will see a lot of men still in the bar, but what are we watching? Football matches. What are we watching? Other things. We are engaging in things that feed us and are advertised to our interest, not necessarily aesthetically pleasing, because we're not busy trying to take selfies and to look like we're having a good life. We're busy trying to actually enjoy a specific moment and a specific feeling. That's why it's the advertisement and the appeasing. That's primarily what it is. Not necessarily a big issue on economics. Because being honest, tell you the truth, a lot of these women who are going to this event are financed by a man who's at home. See you?
So what has happened is that 90% of men nowadays, and I support Dr. C, do not want to... If you look at the economic survey, you find that the shilling is a very stretched product. And Kenyans, for you to go and buy a bottle of wine and you have other responsibilities as a man, you forgo. And then when COVID came, men realized they can drink at home. Men have realized that I can buy a bottle, chill and call my friends and we drink at home and enjoy, have a good time. You, I can give you some money, you can go to the club. When you come, you'll find me in my house. So nowadays, because you do not want to spend more money than you can afford, and the economy is so bad that men have decided women, they can go, they want to be seen, they want to be felt, and they want to dress well. You want to dress the way you feel, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. So that's our big men's problem. And this younger generation, remember that women are more awakened than men in this, the younger generation, because the women have, they're outgoing. Most women, younger women are really, really outgoing, and they drink a lot. If you look at the people who drink in this country today, women out-drink men, women out-drink, out-smoke men in maybe in shisha. They out-smoke even men in marijuana. The young women, they do all this type of drugs more than men. Because one, men don't have that resources. Men can only go to the lower levels of Mogoka
Keg.
and keg. Where you find a keg shop, there are
A
more
lot
men.
of men.
Where you find a Mogoka shop, are men. When you go to high-end events, are women.
Because women want to get a higher level. They want a data.
No, they want to be seen. They want to hire data, but they also want to take photos. Simon and I, when you go to a club, we don't want to take photos.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't even have a picture of me drinking at all on any of my social media.
yeah,
Zero.
yeah, zero.
I have zero.
They don't want to be seen with alcohol, men. Women want to be seen partying.
Enjoying.
Yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
And that can lead to many parties, even CEOs were having a discussion about even, you can end up in parties in which you can actually end up with now interesting with cookies or even other
yes,
things.
yes.
You can have even a situation in which what happened to this TikTok, give me the
TikToker,
information about
Cecilia, somebody. You see, when I think the holidays around the corner, and if you have a young girl or a young man out there, please take care of your kids because the house parties will be in December. There are too many. And your drinks can be spiked at any time. Don't just eat cookies, homemade cookies, if you don't know. Because, for example, there's a girl who was in a matatu screaming that the boyfriend gave her weed cookie.
Yeah.
And she couldn't understand. She was as high as a kite.
Where?
And this other one, this girl who was knocked, left a party and she was in an Uber and she actually walked out of the Uber because she was very high and got knocked down. Brian Shearer the same. So when you go for these parties,
Brian
house
Shearer died
parties-
out of being spiked.
Drugs,
No,
more or less.
Of course,
Drug,
drugs. He was crossing the road. He was knocked.
Yeah. It was alcohol, yeah.
Alcoholic. So what we are saying is that if you are going for a house party, please stick to your drink. Do not eat cookies which you do not know. Because they are weed cookies. People are doing weed cookies out there. People are mixing drinks with some other drugs and lacing them. You will die.
CEO, let me give a point, but like now,
You will
if
die.
you're gonna take, here's the thing. If
Yeah.
you're gonna
Oh,
take, here's the
sorry,
thing. No, let me show you. What you have to do is this, because there's a lot of experimentation going on. What you have to take note is this. There comes a time when you take a lot of these weed cookies and these cannabis things, you take it and you're expecting an instant hit. No. It does not work like that.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It
It
takes
takes
time.
around at least 1 hour,
1 hour.
for it to now hit your system.
Yeah.
So you literally need to relax. Do not be one of those people who saying, artist is just kia kitu, kwani hii ni nini? You are going to be the person that people are carrying from the ground because you're just sleeping there. You are the person who's going to be foolish. Do not be that person. Learn
Don't
how
eat.
to moderate yourself and pace yourself slowly if you're going to engage. Because literally, even when it comes to even alcohol, you pace yourself. Don't overdo it because you end up where? Puking. but it's true. But don't pace yourself because I know people out here take. Pace yourself and don't.
The only thing I can say is, if you know you're going somewhere, please have an accountability partner too. Like, don't do a party alone. It's a new place, it's a house party, you're going alone, you don't know anyone. Just have an accountability person who will at least make sure you get home safe or take you home or worry about you. But most importantly, you can be like me.
No, don't
Let
do
me
it.
tell you,
Abstain, don't do
Maria,
drugs.
that accountability partner.
You also get
You
drunk.
don't get drunk. You are forgetting. This
No, you need to carry someone like me who is chill. Like,
it doesn't work.
No.
Listen, Maria, you are assuming that is alcohol. 90% of those things, even the food,
It's edibles.
even the food.
they cook with whiskey. Anything which
Cook
you
with
eat.
whiskey.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
way.
And
Yeah,
sometimes
it
you don't
tastes
know.
good, by the way.
Tastes
You
very
pace
good.
yourself.
Okay.
But you
Now I'm
even
scared
saw,
of
you even
eating
saw
everywhere.
that clip of where there was this young girl
Yeah.
who followed the father at a club and she actually found this woman of the night
Oh, trying to drag.
the
Yeah.
father.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are bad people out
Out
there.
there, yeah.
So when you're going out, you may just have good intentions. You're just drinking your Fanta.
Where? But
just-
then, yeah, but that's even going further because there are a lot of young kids out there. And I won't even speak. There are a lot of young kids out there, Nyinyi. And you know you love even experimenting out here. You love experimenting new things. Oh, sijai kula hii, watching it taste this. Always remember, if you're going to taste something, you never taste it in the extreme. And you do not seek to try to prove yourself saying that this does not have an effect
Can you
on
just
me.
test as a takeaway?
No.
Can you take away to taste? Like, I'll test it at
That's
home.
even worse. Where? Because even me, I've been a victim. Where there's a time I even had hallucinations. Where I know these things. I know from experience. I'm speaking from experience, not from theoretical. Hey, there was another one I
the
took.
best thing to say
I was
is
almost like that girl. I was hallucinating where it was bad.
What were you seeing in your hallucination?
Literally what you do is you're sitting down and then all of a sudden you're not sitting. I can't even feel the chair.
Yeah.
I'm not on let's be real,
And
let's
you
be
feel
fake.
powerful.
And it's not even here. And then everything is a loss. Your head is a
Can you
buzz.
try flying at that time? No,
You
the
know,
time that you can't feel, you start doing this, maybe you can
No,
feel
then
like
I
you're
almost even picked up, and then then you become paranoid. Your worst fears come up. But here's the thing. One thing I say is this, even this is the better thing. Any drug that you want to take, even alcohol, whatever, please take it when you're in a mentally good space so you can have a mentally good time. Because literally, even if it's alcohol or any altering thing, it will bring up the real emotion that you're having inside. If you're feeling anger, you want to fight. If you're feeling happiness, you tell everybody that you love them. If you're feeling any jealousy, you will come out. And if you're hiding a secret, it will come out. So that's the thing. That's what you need to make sure you have. Drink and take whatever it is that you're taking, but drink it in a state of mind in which you are happy and you're calm. Because every drug, will elevate every all those little emotions. They will come out and you
Can you sip and tell me what you feel about me?
See, I've already told you.
What do you feel
This
about
is the best version of yourself that even I've seen. Right there. and yes, that's my punchline. What is your punchline? Go ahead. Tell us your punchline. Go ahead. What's your punchline?
It's holiday season. Please be safe. And please, if you cannot control yourself, you can actually have that alcohol in your house and drink. You don't need to go to parties.
Your punchline?
So my punchline is on side chicks and women. Yeah, in marriages. Don't focus on the drama. Follow the money.
Hey.
Ooh. Don't focus on the drama, follow the cash.
Yes.
See you.
And to people who want part of Kenya, keep dreaming.
Wow. Yes.
Cheers to Kenya.
Exactly. Hey, cheers that. We'll keep it real with you guys. See you next week.
Next week.